proceed. This meeting is being recorded.
Hi everyone, my name is Joan. I'll be taking you through nutrients and their sources. Okay, let me just begin. In this session, we are going to learn about the nutrients in more details. You will learn about the major categories of nutrients and their main sources. These include their function and how our body uses these nutrients for healthy growth and development. And when we are talking about these nutrients, we have 7 classes of nutrients that our body needs. These are carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. It is important that everyone consume na mpunguze volume tafadhali. Na nimeshinda tu hivi. Hi everyone, my name is Joan Chepkorir. I'll be taking you through the nutrients and their major sources and how they work in our major body. So in this session, we are going to learn about each nutrient in detail. We will learn about the major categories of nutrients and their main sources and how they function in our bodies. Nutrients have 7 major classes. That is, we have the proteins, the carbohydrates, fats, we have vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. These are minerals are important that everyone consume at least 7 nutrients on a daily basis to help them build their bodies and maintain their health. Deficiencies of these will cause some imbalances in our bodies and may result into a negative impact on our health. And this session will help you to explain and make each and every one of us to be familiarized in our community and the importance of consuming healthy and balanced diet and how to do with this with the resources available around us. Let's start with let's start with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are refers to energy-giving foods. They provide energy in form of calories that our body needs for us to enable our body's work, supports their function. It is needed in large amounts by the body. It goes up to 65% of our energy comes. 65% of our energy comes from the carbohydrates. For brain, kidney, central nervous system, and muscles to function properly, we need carbohydrates. These are usually stored in the muscles and the liver, where they are later used for energy. To list some of the sources of carbohydrates, we can get from bread, wheat, potatoes, and all kinds of wheat products, such as rice, cassava, and all that. You can name them. The others you can name them. We also get them from sweets such as sugarcane, sweet fruits, and honey, and other foods like vegetables, beans, and other nuts. Moving on to the classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are classified based on the sugar unit. We have the monosaccharides and the saccharides. To start with monosaccharides and disaccharides, they are referred to as simple sugars or simple carbohydrates that our body can easily utilize. For this reason, people with diabetes mellitus should eat too many of these carbohydrates. Examples include sugar, honey, sweet fruits, and sugarcane. Polysaccharides are the complex carbohydrates, and they need to be broken down into simpler sugars to be used by our body. They can be consumed by diabetic patients without restriction. These carbohydrates include starch and glucose. We are done with carbohydrates. Let's move on to the proteins. Protein is about 10 to 35% of calories that should come from that our body needs. Proteins are needed in our diets for growth, especially for children, teenagers, and pregnant women. To improve the immune function, they play an important role in making essential hormone and enzymes in tissue repair, preserving lean muscle mass, and supplying energy in times when carbohydrates are not available. Yeah, pregnant women need protein to build their bodies that are needed by the babies and formation of placenta. To make extra blood for fat storage, breastfeeding mothers need proteins to make their milk. Let's mention some of the sources of proteins. The main sources of proteins are from meat, chicken, eggs, breast milk, beans, we have groundnuts, we have lentils. There's also fish, milk products such as cheese and milk. All animal foods contain more protein than plant and are therefore usually better sources of bodybuilding food. However, even though plant proteins are usually not as good for bodybuilding as animal proteins, they can become more effective nutritionally when both are mixed. Let's move on to the fats and oil. Fats and oil are concentrated sources of energy and are more important nutrients for young children who need a lot of energy-rich food. Fats can also make our meals more tasty, satisfying. Fats is found in meat, chicken, milk products, butter, creams, avocados. We have cooking oils, fats, cheese, fish, and groundnuts. Let's move on to the classification of fats. Fats are classified into saturated fats and unsaturated fats. To start with saturated fats, they're usually solid at cool temperatures. But when you eat too much of saturated, it is not eating too much of saturated fats are not good for person's health, so it can cause heart and blood vessels problems. To mention unsaturated fats, they're usually liquid at room temperature. This type of fats are healthy fats. Examples include fats from fish, oil seeds, maize oil, and groundnut or oil and breast milk. As a general rule, plant sources of fats are better for a person's health than the animal sources because animal fats contain more saturated fats. Let's move on onto the micronutrients. We have the vitamins. Vitamins are a group of related subjects that are present in small amounts in food stuff and are necessary for normal functioning of the body. Vitamins are also called the protective food. They are grouped as their name implies, and they are vital factor in the diet. Let's move on to the classification of vitamins. We have the fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Just to mention, fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D.
Excuse, madam.
Yeah.
Yes, can you be a little bit louder? I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. We are on the vitamins and we are classifying vitamins into the fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Are you okay with that? Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Water-soluble vitamins consist of vitamin B, C, and folic acid and are soluble in water, so they cannot be stored in our body. Let's head on to the therapeutic diets. Therapeutic diets is a topic within the field of nutrition and dietetics that focuses on the use of specific dietary plans to prevent or manage various medical conditions. What do you understand by the term therapy? If you can hear me, what is your name? Can you hear me? Just from your screen, what I've mentioned therapeutic diet. Who was that again? Okay, she's gone. Thank you. Let's go on. Where were we? Definition of therapeutic diet. They are specialized dietary plans designed to address specific nutritional needs of individuals with medical condition or specific health goals. These diets aim to improve the health outcomes. We go on to the components, the key components of therapeutic diet. We have the identification of medical condition, nutrient modification, dietary restriction, caloric control, specialized diet, yeah, so on and so forth. We add on to the types of therapeutic diets. We have the diabetes diet, cardiac diet, the renal diet, just to mention, enteral nutrition, parental nutrition, and the role of dietitian, the dietitians and the nutritionists. The nutritionists and dietitians plays a crucial role in developing and implementing therapeutic diets. They assess the nutritional needs of individuals that creates personal diet plan and monitor progress. These professional, the nutritionists and the dietitians collaborate together with the medical teams to provide comprehensive care for patients with various health conditions. And there are also challenges that come with that. To continue, there's a continuation. I'm going to talk about the clear liquid diet and their purpose to relieve the thirst and maintain fluid balance. And then they're used for post-surgical following the acute vomiting and diarrhea. Foods that are allowed for that condition is carbohydrates, vitamins, coffee, we have tea, we have flavored drinks, strained fruits, juices, clear, flavored galactins, both, and to say this clearly. Foods to be avoided, we have milk and milk products. I think we've come to the end of our lesson. The other information are not that necessary. Thank you for your time. My name is Joan. Let's meet in the next class.